If nothing changes, nothing changes. You cannot expect a different result doing the same thing. You cannot expect a different outcome if you continue doing the same incomes. If you add one plus one, you will always get two. It's really so simple. We want a different life, but we refuse to do different stuff. We want a different outcome, but we refuse to change our actions. We want to become a millionaire, yet we refuse to start getting better at managing our money. We want to graduate college, get a degree, get this high paying career, but we refuse to study. We want to have a relationship, a wife and kids, a husband, a boyfriend, but we refuse to talk to people. We want to have a strong, healthy, muscular body, but we refuse to go to the gym. We want to change our eating habits, but we refuse to put down the soda. We want a different life while still doing the same stuff that has given us the life that we don't want. Why is that? I believe a big part of it comes down to how we view ourselves. Because the way you see yourself will determine what you will and will not do. Because you now have this like standard that you hold yourself to. This is why some people go their whole life never committing like major crimes because they just don't see themselves that way. They don't see themselves as someone who will go out late at night and party. It's just a part of their identity. I just don't do it. So someone might invite them out, but they'll just be like, nah, not for me. Because that's who they are. Now, in the same way, when we're trying to change our outcomes in life, a big part of it comes down to we have to change ourselves. And often that requires us to literally kill off parts of ourselves, to kill off the procrastinator in us, to kill off the gambler, to kill off the addiction, to kill off the things about ourselves that we refuse to acknowledge. Because all of us have something within us that we don't want to change, we don't want to deal with, we don't want to remove because maybe it feels good, maybe it helps numb some sort of pain, maybe it's just a habit that you've been doing for so long that it's really hard to put it down. But in order to get a different life, you got to do different stuff. In order to have a different outcome, you have to change what you're doing. Because if I always put, let's just say I always put spaghetti, meatballs, pasta, tomato sauce in the pot and I cook that, I'm always going to get spaghetti and meatballs. Not a steak, not a burger, not fish, not turkey, nothing else. If I only use the same ingredients, I'm going to always get the same meal. And who are you going to blame when you have to eat your own cooking? Because this is the meal you made. This is what your behavior, your thoughts, and actions have led to. And it's up to you. If you want a different outcome, you must change what you're doing. And to change what you do, you have to change part of yourself mentally. You have to change what you're thinking. What are you listening to? Where are you going? What kind of people are you around? In order to get a different outcome, you must change the input. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. If you keep using the same ingredients, you'll keep getting the same food. If you keep doing the same stuff, you're going to keep getting what you're currently getting. And if you want to change that, and you want to reach, if you want to change that and reshape your beliefs about yourself, because a lot of what we do really just comes down to what we believe about ourselves we will believe we deserve, what kind of financial situation we believe we deserve, what kind of relationships, what kind of opportunities, what kind of health, all these things. Your self belief, your self worth, how you see yourself lays the foundation for what you will think, what you will do, what you will and won't do, who you will and will not hang around. Because people who love themselves naturally distance themselves from people who are hurtful and envious and jealous and hateful because they're like, I don't feel comfortable here. This person's gossiping, they're complaining, they're doing this and they're doing that. I want to go hang out with the people just like me. I want to hang out with the people who want to grow, to elevate, and see good possibility for themselves. And this is why birds of a feather flock together. And you have to take an honest look at yourself and say, what parts of me are not getting me to where I want to be? Like, think about your outcome, your dream outcome. I want to be a millionaire. I want this car. I want to live in this place. I want to move in my parents' house. I want to have this thing. Okay, now you know what you want. Now ask yourself, what parts of you can't go there? What parts of you do you have to leave in the past in order to get there? Because if you want to have a six pack, like you want to have muscles busting out your shirt, you want to look like a bodybuilder, the part of you that's going to have to not go there is the bad eating, the drinking, the partying, the staying up late at night. If you want to become a brain surgeon and get a medical degree, the part of you that can't go there is the procrastinator because you had to study. The part of you that can't go there is the lazy version of you. The part of you that can't go there is the part of you that wants to go out late at night partying. I want to have a business. I want to be a multimillionaire. I want this. I want that. Okay. The part of you that can't go there is the part of you that delays taking action. The part of you that procrastinates. The part of you that refuses to study. Part of you that refuses to try new things. The part of you that refuses to watch boring videos on how to set up an LLC. The part of you that is afraid to invest in yourself. The part of you that is just delaying and delaying and delaying and saying, I'll do it later. Because I'll do it later. You can't be doing that in business. You can't do your business later. No, you gotta handle that now. You gotta get on that. Okay, I want to have a wife and three kids. The part of you that can't go there is the angry version of you, the version of you that's always complaining, the version of you that is treating people bad, the version of you that is overly just yelling all the time. That part of you can't go there because the wife and three kids, they gonna leave you if you're doing that. Part of you that can't go there is the version of you that isn't capable of paying your bills on time. The part of you that can't go there is the version of you that is just hanging out with the wrong crowd, dealing with people late at night, and just doing stuff you shouldn't be doing. That's the part of you that can't go there. So you got to get honest with yourself. What part of you do I need to leave in the past? What ingredients do I have that are not conducive to the food I want to cook? It's like saying I want spaghetti and meatballs, but I'm going to put lettuce in it. That makes no sense. I want a burger, like I want a hamburger, but I'm going to put fish in it instead of beef. That's not a hamburger. That's just a fish sandwich. And if you're not willing to change out things, if you're not willing to replace the bad habits with the good habits, to replace the bad beliefs with the good beliefs, if you're not willing to do that, you won't be able to get the thing you want because if you want a different outcome, you must change the inputs that you're doing. If you want a different result, you must change what you're doing. If you want a different food, you must change your ingredients. I don't know any other way to put it to you. And if that's something that you're interested in, I want you to click the link in the description. It'll be at the top link. October 15th, I'm doing an event where we'll be talking about how do we break the beliefs within ourselves that are holding us back? How do we identify those thoughts like, man, I want to, but I'm just not ready? Ready is an action, not a feeling. Man, I would love to, but they're not gonna like me because of this. I don't have this, I don't have that. Go out there and get it. Make it happen. Find a way. Because the person who believes they can, they'll find a way. The person who believes that it's possible, they'll make it happen. The person who knows that they are destined for greatness, they will make it happen. So October 15th, I'm doing a live event where we're going to be breaking down how do we remove those I think I can't and turn that into I know I will. Into it's guaranteed. It's going to happen. I'm getting that degree. I'm starting that business. I'm living the life I want. I'm getting those muscles. I'm getting in that gym. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I am living the life of my dreams. October 15th, we're taking you from, man, it ain't no way, to I already got it. I'm making it happen. It's coming. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic day. Make sure to sign up for that. And in case you would like to purchase my books, Power for the People, Power to the People, that'll be the second link. My social media page is also down there. In addition, if you just happen to be a podcast host, school principal, or run a youth focused organization, you can contact me at lawrence@lawrenceharris.com. My email address will be the bottom link, well, the bottom line in the description. Have a good one.